Well, welcome back. We are in our last hour of the 2016 Easter Seals Ontario Telethon. If you've been watching all of this time and you've been thinking about giving, now is the time to do it. And one of the easiest ways to help Easter Seals kids is by becoming a monthly donor. And Josie Gies and her son Jonathan are joining us this afternoon. First of all, Josie, thanks for being here. Tell us about your family history with Easter Seals.
Well, Jonathan's been an Easter Seals child since he was a little boy. We've gone to so many events with Easter Seals, but the best event was the going to camp. It was an amazing experience for me because I was terrified to send him, but meeting the counselors and meeting all the people that are involved in helping him there, it was amazing. Camp Wood Eden, where he went, was a beautiful, beautiful camp.
And I know he's made some great friends. Jonathan, tell us about your favorite times at camp.
Well, to me, my favorite times at camp are special hopping, the rock climbing wall, and the whole swimming pool. It was awesome. I mean, the counselors are just wonderful people to be around. And putting these smiles on these young children, it makes me feel like that Easter Seals has been great with all their kids.
And I know you've made some really great friends over the years. Josie, if anybody's watching in this last hour and they're thinking about becoming a monthly donor, tell them why they should do that.
Because it's easy. It comes off my checks. I don't have to think about it. I know it goes to Easter Seals consistently, and it was easy to set up, and it helps a lot of children. I mean, it brought a lot of pleasure to my son and to me, knowing that these children, or him, that he had the opportunities that he had. So, if you're considering it, please do so.
Josie and Jonathan, thank you so much. We're glad that you've enjoyed so many days at camp. Josie, thanks for being here today. Tom, back over to you.
Thanks, Anne-Marie. A lot of people have been here today to help make this year's Easter Seals Telethon a success. One of them is Fia Pagnello from Kiss the Cook. Great name. Tell us a bit about your company.
We are a full-service caterer in Toronto. We go all throughout the GTA. We do weddings, special events, and day-to-day we do corporate catering as well.
Why was it important for you to be here today to be part of the Easter Seals Telethon?
Well, it's our second year in a row. We love supporting Easter Seals for so many reasons. Just the way that they help the kids and the families. I mean, even a small donation, you feel that you're going into something life-changing for a family, which is really special to me. And we also just love the camps. We think that that's so great for the kids to have that kind of fun, and we're just really excited to be a part of it.
I'm excited to be part of that. So that's your chef. This is DJ? DG, nice to see you. Thanks for coming today as well. What have you got for us?
We have a 3-cheese lobster mac and cheese right here.
I love lobster mac and cheese. Am I lucky or what? Fire away. What are we having?
So right now we're going to get our lobster inside here. We have our 3-cheese blend that's already been in the macaroni. So I'm going to see some nice knuckle pieces in here and get the nice ones for you. Nice. You know what I mean? So we'll get that in here.
I'm from the East Coast.
And this is probably the best seller for most parties. People love the fact that you get to get a nice do-it-yourself mac and cheese bar. So inside here you see you have all your toppings. You have your hickory sticks, your bacon bits, ham, caramelized onions, everything. So you get a chance to really customize it to your own needs.
Okay. I would say give me all of it. Fire away. I'm going to dine now, Anne-Marie. Back to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, our next performer is a Toronto rapper whose song Super Big is a tribute to his mom and the power of positive attitude. Performing Super Big, here is Leandro.
My mama once told me work hard, you gon' make it out the streets. Cause it's a cold, cold world and every young bright man's gotta eat. If you believe in what I say, I promise one of these days you'll be super big. With the whole world smiling at your feet. Big, bigger than you ever were, now dream. Bigger than you ever heard. Sometimes they hate you and ain't a reason to it. Even got the nerve to a burn apply scheming to it. Who really cares what a hater gotta say? I tell them do like Mike shot, fade away. I kept my focus, never broken, now I made a way. A couple breaths of barely seconds, now I made a way. And from a moment at large, as I look in the stars, the crazy part of it all is I ain't looking far. We on the come up was the last till we pass. Now we headed to the top, that will last till we pass. Or maybe to beyond or infinity. The fans cheering, I can hear it like a symphony. Cause mama always told me I can do it, so I say to myself, roll my sleeves and get to it. My mama once told me, work hard, you gon' make it out the streets. Cause it's a cold, cold world, but every young, bright man's gotta eat. If you believe in what I say, I promise one of these days you'll be super big. With the whole world smiling at your feet. Never wanna do you harm, you beat it in my heart. My mama, good God, did one hell of a job. I praise you, my angel, hell with the halo. Cause when I was a kid, I never listened what you say so. As often as I oughta, but my mama is the truest. If you knew it, then you knew it. And through the pain and the fire, had most of what I wanted, always had what I required. And now I rise up, thanking all the stars for a bond. You were strong, made it fall, and we here with all these scars and we celebrate, dancing on a holiday. You the best, seconds left like Mellow on a fall away. And even though we all ain't grateful, I gotta take time for mine to say thank you. Cause mama always told me I can do it, so I say to myself, roll my sleeves and just do it. My mama once told me, work hard, you gon' make it out the streets. Cause it's a cold, cold world, but every young, bright man's gotta eat. If you believe in what I say, I promise one of these days you'll be super big. With the whole world smiling at your feet.
Hey, Leandro.
How you doing?
I'm good. You know, as a mom, I really like that song.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Tell me how you came up with the idea of Super Big.
To tell you the truth, one day I was in the studio and I heard it, and the first thing I thought about was my mother and the struggle that we went through, and I just felt like telling my own story on that song.
And I love that you said your mom couldn't be here today because she was in church.
She's in church. She said, listen, she's not missing church 2 weeks in a row. It's not happening. PVR.
I love it. Your song is about facing challenges and inspiration. Yes. What would you say to our Easter Seals kids who face challenges of their own every day?
The best thing that I can tell these kids is to stay positive and keep going. No matter what obstacle you have in your way, no matter what speed bump, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. And all you got to do is stay positive and keep dreaming super big, and you will be where you want to be.
I love your message, super big. We're hoping to get our total super big today.
Let's make it happen.
And you're here helping with that. Leandro, you brought a check?
Yes, I did.
Tell us how much it's for.
I wanted to present a check to the Easter Seals for $1,500.
Thank you so much.
No problem. No problem.
So great to have in our last hour. Tom?
Thanks so much, Anne-Marie. You know, the best day of a parent's life is the day their child is born. However, complications during childbirth can change the whole family's lives forever. This is Sebastian's story, an Easter Seals moment brought to you by Unifor.
He's really happy. He loves chocolate and ice cream, and he likes dogs. I found out that he told his teacher at school that he has a dog. So I think he's, we talked to him about getting a dog eventually, but he's kind of trying to speed up the process. He has a communication book now, and that has really opened up a lot of us understanding him and his wants and his needs, and he's got a sense of humor. He jokes around with us, tries to trick us with his book and with his eyes. He has a real clear yes and no, so that's really helped us get to know his personality, and he loves people. He likes to be the center of attention. He has a lot of fun with his younger sister, and he's got some great cousins that he's really close to. And he pretty much wants to do what everybody else is doing, so we try to provide that environment. We always include him in everything. It's like a walker gait trainer, so it would give Sebastian enough support in the chest area and with his arms, and so he could walk around independently, kick a soccer ball. We could put the brakes on, and he could do art on his art easel, or different activities without us holding him up, because before we would hold him up and his legs would walk, but his upper body is not strong enough on his own. We accept that Sebastian has a disability, and we continue living our life, and we just want him to be healthy and safe and happy and engaged and included. I always try to encourage people to donate to Easter Seals because the money goes directly to the people and the families that need it. Easter Seals helps kids be independent and supports families so that there's not that financial stress with making sure they can get their child what they need.
Well, hello, and this is the Jackson family. You said you know somebody called Suzanne?
Yes.
And now you know two people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Jackson. Jackson was born with spina bifida, and his brother Mason and Dawn and Derek, his parents. We are just so thrilled that the Fernie family is here with us today. Dawn, Easter Seals helped out when Jackson was just 1 year old with a stander. Now, what is a stander? Why is that important to your family?
A stander is a frame that you strap your child into to encourage them to weight bear. So it's really important because it helps with bone development. If you don't put pressure on a bone, it won't grow properly. And it helps with core muscles, which are important for him transferring from chair to bed or whatever he's doing. And it also helps with brain development, because the more things you do, the more things brain pathways develop, and it's really good educationally.
Standers, so it made a small difference or a big difference?
It made a big difference in his strength, and also it was the first time we could see just how tall he is. And it was really exciting to measure him against his brother.
It's like leveling the playing field, really, isn't it? Derek, I want to ask you a bit about Easter Seals Camp, because we talk about a lot about equipment, but we talk a lot about camp and the freedom that it affords kids. What was your family experience like?
It was a phenomenal experience. The minute we get there, the counselors just they just come to the van. They treat you like celebrities. They pamper you. It's amazing. It was just an amazing experience.
And some of the favorite experiences, I know there were therapy dogs there was jewelry, and Jackson has a pretty cool little bracelet that he's made today. Tell us about some of the activities that meant a lot to the family, Dawn.
Oh, the activities, he likes anything craft related, but they also have a section called Life Skills where they'll teach the kids how to do basic cooking. They had educational component for the grown-ups where we could talk about how to find funding, how to do wheelchair maintenance. It was really all-encompassing.
That was the one thing we wanted to ask you, is it really speaks to families listening at home. What is it like to meet other families just like yours?
It's amazing. It's good to know you're not the only person overwhelmed with paperwork and reading materials. And you're not crazy if you think your child is having a certain reaction to a drug and the doctor doesn't believe you. And it's really great for Jackson to see, hey, I can swim without floating devices one day. And that was very rewarding as well.
There are so many great reasons to call, and the Fernie family is here. Jackson, I know you were waving. Should we give a big wave, Mason, too, to everybody calling at home? Please call Easter Seals right now. These are the faces that you are helping. 416-205-3300. Kevin?
All right, thank you, and thank you for the wave. And thank you to Unifor for being here once again. Catha Fortier is up on the podium right now, and before our clock, we want to thank you as well for all the great work you do. And a special shout-out to Peterborough this year.
Right on. Peterborough, for the very first time, our Unifor members there are actually sponsoring and working. They work the 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. shift at the phones in Peterborough, and we had a great turnout and great results.
All right, so here we go. What we've got is we've got 5 minutes on the clock. What the people at Unifor are going to do is they're going to be watching. They're going to be watching all of your donations for the next 5 minutes, and they are going to match them up to and including $20,000. So all we have to do, Catha, is say 3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, go.
The clock has started. Here we go, counting down. Now is the time to call those numbers on Call those numbers on your screen right there. Suzanne, she is keeping an eye on the phones. She can tell you exactly what phones are available.
I would like a sea of blue here. We've got 15 phones available. Every time you call 13 phones, the phone goes blue. So we've got a lot of available phones here, 12 phones available. The weather's cold and chilly. There's snow coming down. There's rain coming after that. Spring comes after that. But you'll feel spring and warmth in your heart if you can fill one of these phones right now. We are into the last, literally, minutes of this campaign. We met the families. We've met the Easter Seals kids. 16 phones available. You make a difference. You make a real difference. This isn't all government funding. It's with your dollars, bit by bit, that add up to give these kids the mobility and communication equipment that they need to get around. We just learned about standards, how vital that is for kids' development. 14 phones available, $25. Can you give 25? Can you give 25 a month? Think how that would add up over the course of a year to a day at camp, over $250 if you can give 25 a month. Whatever you can afford, Lindsay, the important thing is to call right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We have some donations to talk about. Barb Dolan. Barb, $100 donation from Mississauga. Thank you so much. Also, want to point out Katha as well, $100 donation. Thank you very much. The numbers are up there on your screen. Brad, it's easy. Pick up the phone, open your wallet, call the numbers up on your screen to donate.
Lindsay, I don't know about you, but my side over here is buzz, and these volunteers are on the ringer right now, and it's just blowing up. Aline Brown, $100 donation. We've got a lot of $100 donations here from Kelly Jansel, Elizabeth Marazzi from Toronto, another $100 donation. Lynn's been on the phone basically the whole day, just taking all your calls, and that number is 416-205-3300. We're going to go over to Kev. Kev, what do you got going on?
All right, here's what we've got going on. We've got about just a little less than 3 minutes left on the clock. Katha, you're going to tell me what people have donated and then what you're going to do for them.
Well, we're going to double these donations, of course, and we've got Doug Ward from Toronto who's donated $1,000. Audrey Dixon from Oshawa who's donated $25. Marilyn McFadden from Dresden who's given us $25. And Mila Piccolo from Windsor who's donated $100. Thanks so much to all of you. We'll double those.
All right, so you know what? Let's talk about our hometown, shall we? First of all, why don't you give a shout out to Thunder Bay and those areas as well? Why don't you start getting them to call as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got lots of uniform members in Thunder Bay that would love to call in and donate. I'm sure we're going to hear from you soon. The numbers are up on the screen. Please dial in. We've got 2 minutes left for our match, so please call in. It's really important that we get these donations now so we can get these doubled and really get out there and help these kids.
North Bay, Sturgeon Falls, Sudbury for me, Callander, Powassan, Huntsville. Come on, give us a call right now. Suzanne.
Bracebridge, Muskoka, Parry Sound. Let's hear from you. 11. I saw 9 a moment ago. There are 11 phones available, 11 volunteers waiting for your call. The generous people at Unifor doubling your donation. 11 phones available. Let's change them all over. All these green phones need to be blue, and you can do that right now. We've got a check here, $100 from one of our phone volunteers, Richard Kratz. We've got Glenn Wood from Pickering, $150. Doreen McKilmoyle, $250 from Scarborough. 11 phones available. You make such a difference with your donation. You can't imagine what you do to give hope and dignity and a better way of life to these wonderful Easter Seals kids. Lindsay.
You're absolutely right, Suzanne. And really, the independence that the camp experience brings to these kids is absolutely invaluable and memories that will last a lifetime. Ron Douglas, your donation of $25. We do thank you for that. Chris Rudgens, $150 from Toronto. Q Anderson, thank you for your donation from Tecumseh. And Joan Batchelor, Brad Smith, $50. I'm wondering if this is a code name. I can't quite figure it out. Maybe you can.
That's the joke that we're going with. The Bachelor, it follows you everywhere. Well, Kevin, we're doubling these donations right now. So guess what? Don Brody, he's just provided some kids some very much needed donations. $1,000 from this man in Markham, Ontario. Don Brody, thank you so much for your generous gift. And there's donations everywhere, but I have to tell these ladies, slow down. There's too many coming in. No, there's never enough. to come in. We need all the donations we can get. Kev, what do you got?
Okay, you know what, though? And it doesn't matter right now. The clock has finished because everybody who is still on the phone, thank you very much. Everybody who's still on the phone right now, here, I'll take that one as well. They are still going to be doubled. So these ones that I'm getting right here, oh, look at this. Holy cow. $25 from Lisa Downs from Woodlawn. We have Jacqueline Alfonso, $100. Fernanda Alfonso, $100 from Mississauga.
We've got Scott Doherty from Markham. He's donated $100. Bill Gibson from Kitchener's donated $100. And Bill McBriden from Windsor has also donated $50.
And that is incredible. For those of you who have called, thank you. For those of you who have sort of been putting it off, you can't put it off much longer. We are in our last hour, and then we are done for another year. Call right now. The Toronto number, 416-205-3300, 1-866-997-5799, no matter where else you are watching us from. So thank you to those who have called. For those who are waiting to call, don't wait much longer. Suzanne.
18, 19 phones available. That just went up. I wanted to go the other way. 19 phones available, 19 volunteers ready, 19 opportunities for 19 of you to help Easter Seals kids. Please call right now. Hope, progress, a better way of life, mobility, independence, communication. These are all valuable and attainable goals, but not without your assistance. 18, let's go to 17, let's go to 10, let's go to 0. We've got donations here. Darlene Dowling, Whitby, $50. Hilda Kirby from Kingston, $50. And Darwina Keewan from Toronto, $100. 20 phones available. Lindsay, we need people to call right now.
We certainly do. I want to point out a friend of Easter Seals, if we could. Could we point out Gregory Contaxis? Gregory, I know you're here. There you are. Hi. Gregory just made a cash donation. We want to thank you so much, Gregory. Certainly a friend of Easter Seals, and great to see you, and great to meet you. I just met him for the first time. You can call right now to make that donation. Keep these phones ringing. Keep these people busy, right? We want to be busy. Okay, the numbers are up there on your screen. Over to you, Brad.
This is crazy right now. The phones are going off the hook, and keep the calls coming. We're in our last hour, which means this is when we need the money the most, and it's just these donations keep coming in. Gordon Roberts, $100 donation right there. Adriana Dubost, $125 donation there, and the hundreds just keep coming. Well, Cheryl Robinson, another $100 donation. This is such a worthy cause and such a great event to be a part of. So, Kevin, what do you have for us, please?
Okay, I have more. $25 becomes $50. Laura Davis from Toronto. $50 becomes $100. That's Dawn Cartwright as well. So thank you for those calls. Suzanne, over to you.
I think maybe the best way for families sometimes to think about this is what would happen if an accident took away your child or your grandchild or your niece's ability to walk. An accident took away their ability to talk, to move. This is where Easter Seals would be a lifeline for you. Think about that. Reach into your heart and make that donation right now. 24 phones available. Help other families. Pay it forward. Make as generous a donation as you can. 23 phones available because there are kids and families struggling in your community that can't do it without that extra bit of help from Easter Seals. Love is not enough. We need money for equipment and experiences that help level that playing field. You can make a difference. 22 volunteers waiting. Your opportunity, Lindsay, is right now.
Yeah, and you just put it so well. You know, I think about my own family. I have 2 young children, 3.5 years old and 18 months. And that really puts things into perspective. The cost of the equipment for these families is very large, and that's why we need your help. So we do want to thank some of the callers that have been donating today. Joanne Barden from Toronto, a $50 donation. Thank you very much. Also want to point out Jack Broadfield, a $100 donation. Thank you. And I'll get to one more. I need another hand. Okay. So Tina Duke, a $100 donation from Burlington, Ontario. Thank you very much for calling in again. The numbers are up there on your screen. Brad, where are you? Where am I finding you? Oh, there you are.
Lindsay, I'm right here. But Kevin, you're going to have to be the referee on this one. I think this one got in just under the radar. Colin McIntosh for $500 donation. Are we going to double that?
I'm going to call safe on that one.
It's going to be safe. That's going to be $1,000 right there.
By the way, speaking of that, the Jays are still winning 2-0 at the end of the 7th.
I think Greg Zahn's still running around here somewhere too. Not only that, we've got another donation from Emma Moss. That's $150. That was in Under the Wire too, so that's going to be $300. Keep it coming. This is the last hour. We need to get these calls. We need to get these kids days at camp. Kev?
All right. I'm just looking right now. So things sort of calm down right now. We don't want them to calm down. This is like our last hour. All right, here we go. I mean, we have someone who's still on the phone over here taking a pledge, taking a donation. Someone who is just finished writing up, and our volunteers are just incredible. We want to thank them. So we have $100 from Unifor Local 673 here in Toronto. Is 673 in the house? There we go. Everett Nickel, $25 becomes $50 from Simcoe. Hello down in Simcoe. What about you folks down near Hamilton and through Lake Erie and those areas? We want to get you calling as well. $25 from Greg, who has called in from up in Brecken as well. Kiera and AJ have more regional pledges regional donations for us right now. Guys?
Ron Johnson from LaSalle, $250. Thank you. Leslie Deering from Newcastle donated $50. Thank you, Leslie. And Lena Stevenson from Thornton donated $100. Thank you all for your donations. It means a lot. Now to you, AJ.
Brenda from Cambridge donated $25. Thank you, Brenda. Jennifer Andrew from Ajax donated $25. And Raynell Ferguson from Ottawa donated $100. Thank you all for donating. Suzanne?
AJ and Kira, they are amazing. Aren't they fun? Love those kids. Huma, Yusuf, Mississauga, the Unifor Angel Board, let's go with some big thank yous. Asha Rodriguez, Brampton, Beverly McLean, Savi Ruplal, Catherine Doherty, Thornhill, Rhonda Lenchak, and Dave Woods, $250. Bing, 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 bing. Add your own sound effects. Jacqueline Lenchak, Innisfil, Ruth Ladesur, North York, $100. Jean Orpwood, Toronto. We got lots of names to get through here. We're almost done. Wouldn't it be great if we didn't have to do a telethon? But we do, and you know why. 416-205-3300. Don't stop. Don't wait. We'll be gone. Call now. Lloyd Vanderhook, Brampton, $250. Joyce Renhees, Jim Morrison, Nova Scotia. Nancy and Eddie Sokoloff from Collingwood, $200. Very generous. Kathy Yeager from Newmarket. Frank Musculite from Mississauga. Kelly Brown, Toronto. Alwyn and Kisher, Thomas, Toronto. Robert Battler in Whitby. Lucy Jackson, $250. That, my friends, is a day at camp. Doug Ward, Toronto. Let's end on a high note. $1,000. What an inspiration, Kevin. But the kids are inspiring enough. And you at home, you have time right now. Donate whatever you can. $10 a month. Kevin, that would be fantastic.
All right. Let's talk to anybody who out there is a union man or a union woman, right? It's Unifor has a tough enough time taking care of the needs of your own brothers and sisters, but you also have taken Easter Seals under your wing as well. And we thank you for that, Katha.
Oh, thanks so much. And we're actually happy to do it. We are pleased and very proud to help send kids to camp and help give these kids what they need to live normal lives, as normal as can possibly be. And again, our members couldn't be happier to support this great cause.
So you have a check for us right now. Go ahead.
I have a check from our Ontario Regional Council and from our National Union, our Social Justice Fund, for $40,000.
$40,000. And thank you very much. This is just a small sample of who they represent across this great province. Let's go back over. Thank you very much. Let's go back over to Suzanne.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. What angels here. And this is the Angel Board, the Unifor Board. Leslie Kennedy, Caledon. You can get your name up here if you donate 100 or more. Muriel Ackers, how generous. 10 days at camp, a full experience for a kid. Jackie Chow, Doug Ward, Helen Campbell, $250. Dorothy and Bob Hancock, AJ Kleinman, $300. Liz Pettipiece Phillips, Leamington. Jeff Moss, one of our extended Easter Seals family, $500. Kelly Riley, Kingsville. We've got Perrin Kanji, Claire Jackson, $250. Rita Irving, and Jennifer Shorley from Ottawa. Whether it's Ottawa, Smiths Falls, Sarnia, Kevin, we need to hear from you before we're out of time.
What time is it? Nobody's wearing a watch. What time is it? Wayne, tell me what time it is. 3:30. So we have 30 minutes left. 30 minutes left. Let's see how much we've raised so far for you through your generosity. Let's roll that tote board. 3,192,000. Just imagine what we can do in another 30 minutes. We just want kids to be kids. Here's Tom Harrington.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, most of us take something as simple as a family drive to the mall or to the park for granted. But when you have a child with a physical disability, sometimes you need a little help to get to your destination. Meet the McLeods, an Easter Seals moment brought to you by Unifor.
Children with disabilities, when they can't do something, they end up with their own talent, whether it's drawing or writing poems, and mine just ended up being singing. I guess what inspired this song was probably the encouragement I got from my mom and dad to never give up, and that it's okay to be different, and that it shouldn't matter what people think of you.
Kira was born 2 months premature.
I drove you to work that morning and told you something's not right.
I rushed to Kingston Hospital. We weren't allowed to hold her for the first week of her life. She was in an incubator. Kira was having a hard time meeting minor milestones, walking, rolling over, little things that we really didn't think too much about. We took her in to get her tested. That's when she was diagnosed with spastic diplegia.
Our brains are like a radio station, and anybody affected by cerebral palsy are sent static signals. So they're not exactly clear, which makes it harder for you to walk, your muscles are tighter, and those signals are not how they're supposed to be. Really, a lot of things are a daily struggle, but I managed to get through it because, you know, what else are you supposed to do?
Kira's unique. She is a very limited edition. Kira has this uncanny ability to just touch people's lives around her without even meaning to.
I think being strong definitely makes me feel confident. Like, I can face the world and say, don't tell me I can't, because I'll turn around and show you I can. I believe in myself, I can do anything if I just set my mind to it. Oh yeah, if I just set my mind to it.
Easter Seals is this wonderful organization who rely solely on donations from regular people who, out of the kindness of their heart, choose to give. And every donation goes to helping children with physical disabilities live normal lives. Easter Seals have donated various objects around the house to help make Kira's life easier, be it toilet grab bars, bathtub grab bar, shower chair, wheelchair, commode after surgery.
They've done so many things, but the thing that they did that brought me to tears was help us get money for Iran for Iran. It was like a dream come true. It's something that had always been in my head and something that I've dreamed of, because I would fall getting in and out of the car, hurting myself, and as soon as I got the ramp for the van, I said, is this actually happening? Is this real? Is it a dream?
I can get her wheelchair in there, I can bring her proper walker with her, I can fit the canes in there as well.
It's easy to get up and get out, and I absolutely love it.
It's changed our daughter's life forever in the most positive way. It's given her self-esteem, it's made her life easier, it's made things safer for her.
I can get in and out of this vehicle, and it just changes my life. I don't have to worry. Just being able to be a kid, to just be able to be me.
It's important for people to donate to Easter Seals so that kids
can be kids and they can live an easier life. Easter Seals helps make their lives easier.
You know, they care. They really, truly care. And giving her some freedom, some independence, isn't that reason enough to give? Just to change one life. It's so easy.
'Cause I'm me, limited edition me. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm the number one. Limited edition me.
This is the Nikolakakis family. You're saying it's Gabriel's turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Gabriel's turn. This is Gabriel. I want you to meet Gabriel. He was born at 26 weeks and spent 146 days in the NICU, later diagnosed with cerebral palsy. We're so thrilled that you're here today with your whole family, the Nikolakakis family. We've got Fabiana, Stelios, Gabriel, of course, and Thomas, who's a little shy but very excited to be here. Easter Stelios has already funded a bath chair and a wheelchair for Gabriel. What does that mean to your family?
There's three things that it means to us. One, obviously, there's a financial portion of it that supports a lot. This chair is about $5,000. There's a function, $5,000.
Yeah.
So there's a functional portion where it supports Gabe's doing what he needs to do as far as the bath and the transportation. The most important one, and it's just kids being kids, it allows us to have tools for the boys to play with each other. For example, there's an extension on this bingo where Thomas will actually spin Gabriel around.
You get to spin your brother around? Is that fun, Gabriel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kids want to be kids, right? But sometimes we need a little extra help, and it costs thousands of dollars. Fabiana, he has a new communication device now, and I think it's called an eye gaze. Easter Seal's helping you lease that. What is it? What does it do for him?
So the eye gaze is a piece of technology that is attached to the computer screen, and it reads his eye movements. So for Gabriel, because now he's verbal, we're using that technology for allow him to write. He's going to JK in September, and that's how he's going to be using in school, because he has no control on his hands to use a pencil or a mouse or tap on the screen of an iPad. Yeah. So the eye gaze does that for him.
And he's got something to say. You've got lots to say for yourself. You said it's Gabriel's turn?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We're here for Easter Seals, aren't we? Is it important that people call right now, Gabriel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, very important. Can you say, please call me now?
Yeah.
Please call me now. Last question. Stelios, what would you say to somebody who's thinking about calling to help families like yours? What would you say to somebody who wants to call right now?
I would highly recommend the donations are, again, they're going to be going to, tools that are going to support the kids. The one thing that I will say is that indirectly it helps a lot of families create memories. And that's what's priceless. So the donation will lead to something that's priceless and a memory for us to...
We're honored and we're humbled that you have shared your story today. And, if they've touched you, and they should have, you need to call right now. You need to reach into your heart, because you can and you do make a difference by calling. Right, Gabriel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Call right now, Kevin.
All right. We are down to we're in the last half hour. Here, hold that for a sec. There we go. Just good. All right. So here we go. We need to get serious, don't we? We need to get serious, right? There we go. All right. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Yeah. I noticed, Wayne, you cut away just in case, right? You were worried. Yeah, we need to get busy. We need to get busy because this is our last time to really get the message across. And Kathy, you've decided to stay. Thank you very much for another half hour. So we have 5 minutes on the clock, and Unifor is going to do what?
We are going to do another corporate match. Every call in the next 5 minutes, we are doubling that donation, making sure $100 will be $200. And by the way, I have noticed Unifor members, Unifor staff, Unifor leadership calling in on this hour. And let's keep it coming, guys. We know how to make donations. We're a generous union. So please keep those calls coming for the next 5 minutes especially.
Give me a 3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, we got 5 minutes on the clock. Time for you to call now. Don't wait until later. Susan, come here. Do you want me to hold on to that shoe for you?
Please.
Or I'll tell you what. If we can raise a few $1,000s, you'll get your shoe back.
Absolutely. This sounds like a fair trade to me. Thanks so much. And thank you for being with us today. The Nikolakakis family, what a story. We've got 19 phones available. We have 19 volunteers waiting. I am shoeless, as you can see, and I won't get my shoe back until you phone. Unifor, doubling your money today, doubling your donations. We would love it if we didn't have to come to you every year. But as you heard from the Nikolakakis family, the needs are great. Family memories are being created, but love isn't enough. We need cash for mobility equipment, for communication equipment. 21 phones available, 21 opportunities for you right now. You are going to feel really good knowing your money that you're going to donate right now goes directly to the Easter Seals, which goes directly to families for what they need. 416-205-3300. We have minutes left. Don't delay, Lindsay.
All right, Suzanne, thanks so much. Hopefully you'll get your shoe back eventually. Thanks to the donations of kind people like yourselves and Mary, whose phone is just ringing. I want to point out Mary Forbes. She has donated along with her family, her children. Mary has donated $100 with her family, Alexander and Sharon as well. So we do want to thank the Forbes family. So not only is she answering phones, she is donating, which means that you should do that too. Get off the couch, grab the phone, and make that donation right now. Brad, over to you.
Thanks so much, Lindsay. You know who else we should thank is Unifor, because they're doubling these donations right now for the next 3 minutes. And that means that Doug Ward, the $500 that you donated is actually $1,000 right now. So that's an amazing donation. Thank you, Doug Ward from Toronto. And Rosella Cheeseman, another $100 donation. That's going to be doubled for $200. Come on, guys. It's the last half an hour. We got to get these calls in. Kev, what are you doing? You still have a shoe.
It was very,
you
honestly,
still have a shoe in your hand.
What happened was Suzanne ran up at the last minute. Literally, her shoe went flying. I'm not going to lose a chance like that. Yes, if we can raise a few $1,000s, Suzanne gets her shoe back. We have to do what we have to do. We want to thank Unifor, but you know what? Hey, OPSU. Hey, QP. You know, Unifor is putting their money where their mouth is.
We're happy to hear from any other unions that want to give us a call, of course, and anyone in the public. We have Sari Saranen, who's donated $50. We've got G. Lukes, who's donated $50. Jean Simpson from London, who's given us $25. And Rob House from Sudbury, who's given us $25.
All right, you know what? I think that's good. I think we'll let you have your right shoe back.
Thank you. Let's
there
have a Cinderella moment.
Let's see if it fits. Oh, it doesn't fit.
Thank you.
There we go. All right.
There we go. You know, it's magic behind the scenes here, meeting Easter Seals families and their kids. 17 opportunities for you to phone right now. If we didn't have any kids with physical disabilities that needed our support, we wouldn't be here, trust me. But Easter Seals is who you would turn to if you suddenly needed help for your child or your grandchild. 18 phones available. Please call right now. And our greatest thanks to Aileen Brown, who is with Unifor, $100. And Gail Forbes Defoe, $25. Steve Reynolds from Oshawa, $100. Betty York, $25 from Kingston, Ontario. And Jenny Ann, $100. Such generosity and such opportunities. Oh, we've just gone up. 21 phones available. I don't want you to wait. Just put dinner on hold for just 1 second. You are going to feel great, Lindsay, in your heart when you call right now.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Suzanne, who I think I'm going to start calling you Cinderella. Perhaps. I think that's appropriate. Does that mean Kevin is Prince Charming? Right? Yes? Is that how it works? Okay. Unifor Local 112 donating $100. Thanks so much for your donation. Len Hope, listen to this, $200. Len from Port Elgin. And just the reach of this telethon, I want to also give a shout out to Donald Barlow, who has donated $100 from Tonawanda, New York. Brad Smith.
Well, you know what, Lindsay? Lindsay, there's a woman named Ruth Gilmer that was sitting at home in Ottawa today watching this telethon, and she said, you know what, I'm going to change some kids' lives today. And Ruth Gilmer donated $1,000. So right now that's being doubled to $2,000. And guess what? Did I just see that? Cora Bordy, is that right? Cora Bordy just pledged the donation amount of $2,000. That's going to be doubled for $4,000. Kev, this is just getting better and better.
Oh, it continues to get better and better. Brad, you didn't see it, but this poor young lady was trying so desperately to wave to someone at home who was watching.
The lady wanted me to wave to her, and then she said, "Oh, you're so pretty on the TV."
Oh, what? That was the last one I think she just gave you. Is that one there? Because we got to give her a quick mention. This one is a Jasmine Quinn from Barrie. So there you go. Thank you very much, Jasmine, for $50, which becomes, Katha?
Becomes $100 today. It's magic. And we've got Scott McAmole who's given us $100. That'll be $200. Randy Kitts giving us $25. Georgina Brown from Niagara Falls, $25. And Norma Hubble from Oshawa has given us $10.
All right, Katha, thank you so much. And thank you very much to everybody who called those last few minutes. But we have more coming up right now. We're going to go back to Caitlin. Oh, we've got so much to do in the last few minutes, don't we?
Yes, we do, Kevin.
All right, so we want to raise another $2,500 for 10 days of camp. We have 14 minutes to do that. I think we can do even better than 10 days, but you know what? Let's set our goal right now at 10 days. You know how it works. $250, 1 day at camp for a kid, 10 days, $2,500. So start calling right now. We don't have any more time to waste. All right, so if you have been watching, by the way, the Jays won 3-0. All right, Jays game is over. Now you folks are joining us who are watching the Jays game. Tell you what, we need you now. We need you to tell us that you care about the Easter Seals kid. Kira and AJ are over at the regional desk.
Thomas Bless from Brampton donated $25. Thank you, Thomas. And Jack Litter from Guelph donated $50. Thank you to the both of you for taking your time to donate. Now to you, AJ.
John Top from Whitby donated $25. Thank you, John. And Dave Park from Oshawa donated $100. Thank you both for donating. Now to you, Suzanne.
Thanks so much, AJ and Kira. I'm here at the Angel board, the Unifor board. With $100 or more, you get up on this board. Jerry Dias from Toronto, Dale Spurvey to $100 each, Emma and Devin Moss, $150. These are kids, grandkids of our director Wayne, Kids Helping Kids. It's a very moving thing, and you have the power to really make a difference by calling right now. $500 from Elizabeth Rossley, whatever you can afford. Think $10 a month. That's nothing. And then it's over $100 a year. Jack Mackey, Mississauga, Jacqueline Alfonso, Bill Gibson, Elizabeth Marzari, Ken Cole, Kaylee Thiessen, Teresa Paiva, Katha Fortier, Scott Doherty. We said we'd read as many of these angels as possible. You are amazing. Kel Jansen, Tamsford, Barb Dolan, Mississauga, and Aileen Brown from Oshawa, $100 each. Anne Marie.
Thank you. It has been such an exciting day. Joining me now is Easter Seals Ontario President and CEO Carol Lloyd. Carol, your thoughts on today?
It's just been an amazing day, and we're just so appreciative of all the support we've had from the public calling in today and supporting Easter Seals Ontario.
And tell us about all of those supporters who not only do this telethon, but they also support all of the events that they do throughout the year.
This is so valuable because as a result of their participation and support, we're able to provide the families and their children with the services that they really require from Easter Seals. And I would encourage, since we raise funds all year round, that at any time, please tune in to easterseals.org and see what we're up to.
We make it easy for you to donate. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you.
Kevin?
Okay, this is what you have to do right now as we get this calculator going. You need to get, first of all, you need to get to your phone, make your donation. Then you need to get to your social media account, Facebook, or you need to get to Twitter. You need to get to Snapchat. You need to get to Instagram. You got to tell everybody right now there's no time to waste. Easter Seals on, or use the hashtag Easter Seals Kids and tell everybody right now. Turn on CBC and donate, because now we are going to raise 10 days of camp. Andrew, come on here, buddy. Andrew wants to come in because he wants to get us started. Turn around right here, Andrew. There we go. How you doing, Andrew?
Good.
All right, so what do you have there?
I have a donation of $20, and I just want to remember Roger Abbott in his memory.
Yeah.
We all miss him here.
Yeah, we do. We really, really do, don't we?
And in his memory, I'd just like to make a donation.
Oh, my gosh, he is smiling down on you right now, Andrew. There we go. So, all right. There we go. Thank you, Andrew. For Roger, that's for you, buddy. You can put $20 down on there to start off with, and that is a beautiful way to start things right now. $250 a day to send a kid to camp, $2,500 for 10 days, and that's how long we want those kids to be going to camp for. There are so many things that they do at camp that get them set for later in life to become independent, to give them a sense of self-worth, and that independence is so important. As we've been saying this morning, what happens is parents bring their kids to camp and they have a hard time letting go of their hand because 354 days of the year, they're doing everything they can to help their kids overcome obstacles and barriers. And then here they go, they're going to leave their kids for 10 days? If they saw this video, I think they might think twice. But I'll tell you, the kids are having the time of their life. And you know what? They're doing it on their own, and they're just being a kid. So, Suzanne, let's get going.
Let's get going with a challenge for Canada Post workers. Habib, $100 from Etobicoke. Canada Post workers, call now. The challenge is here. Weather Network viewers, I want to add the challenge. We all enjoy getting a solid forecast, preferably spring. Call now and make a donation to Easter Seals. You know, Brad, now is the time. We're minutes left.
There is. So we've only got about, 15 minutes left in the show today. So make sure you call in 416-205-3300. Get your donations in like this one. There's no chance that he's watching it all the way from Vancouver. Yes. Joey Warnock from Vancouver, $100 donated. That's $100 down. And Bill Frazier, $50 from Barrie. Lots of people from Barrie calling in today.
That's great.
Lindsay, what's up?
Hey, Brad. Okay, thanks so much. So we've been talking about how it is $250 to send one child to camp for the day. How about this donation, everybody, of $500 from Rhonda Diaz of Toronto. That is 2 days of camp. Thank you so much for your donation. Also want to point out Fiona Davidson, who's here in the studio. I just had a chance to meet her. She has donated as well, so we really, really appreciate your donation as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Here we go. I've got 1 day at camp in my hand. $100 from Catherine Von Bezold from Scarborough. I have another $100 from Georgette right now from, I believe it's Kapuskasing. And Ted Hext from Sarnia, $50 there. Just those last 3 donations, that brought us up to another day at camp.
Well, I've got some good news to add to this. The good news is Dominic Paiva, $100, partly there. Andrew Pidinskowski, Niagara Falls, $500. That's 2 more days. You'll see it go from 4 to 6 in just a moment. And we have 21 phones free. Tom Harrington's here.
Hello, kids.
Get
How
the
are we?
phones ringing.
Stop watching the Masters right now. You can go back there in like 20 minutes' time. You're going to miss like 2 holes. So what? It'll be almost 6:30. We got business to do here. And on that note, this is from Maria Almeida. Maria has given us $100. Thank you, Maria. And this one is from Arame. I hope I got that right. Or is it Ariane? Maybe it's Ariane. Well, whatever it is, thank you. Ariane Vincent, and that's $50. Thank you so much. Keep the phones ringing. I don't hear any phones ringing. These people busy. Come on.
Here we go. We have 5 minutes to go, a little more than 5 minutes. 7 days at camp already. You know what? We're not going to have a limit on this. We're going to let you set the limit. How many days do you think you, the viewers of this telethon and supporters of Easter Seals, how many days do you think you can raise right now? Challenge, we challenged OPSU members before because we have the good people from Unifor here. We have all the unions out there. We want you to get to your phone right now. You believe in social justice. I know that. And this could not be closer to what is near and dear to your heart. So please give us a call right now in Toronto, 416-205-3300, 1-866-997-5799, no matter where else you are watching us from. Suzanne is overlooking someone.
I'm looking here. We've got Ed Civic calling in right now, and we've got Ross Horner calling in right now, but I haven't heard from you yet. From Toronto, from Trenton, from Muskoka, from Mississauga. We have limited time left. I can see there are 19 phones still available. Yeah, the Masters can wait. The weather forecast can wait. Minutes away from wrapping up this telethon. Oh, that we wouldn't need to come to you every year. We talk a lot about camp. We're at 7 days at camp, $250 a day. 10 days makes $2,500. And they are memories that will last a lifetime. But they're more than just that. They are life changers, not just game changers, but life changers for these kids. 7 days at camp. Let's help get more kids to camp. 416-205-3300. Kevin, it makes such a difference in their lives, and it's basic equipment too, so the kids can get around, get to the park.
We're talking very basic things. When you say, do you watch your kids in the morning as they just get up, quickly get dressed, and then run down the street and they're playing with their friends? But we're talking about something to help these kids out of bed. We're talking about chairlifts within the house. We're talking about ramps that cost thousands of dollars to be built out there as well, just to get their kid out the front door.
Yeah, it shocks me that it can cost $40,000 a year to buy this equipment. We don't want kids at the windows. We want them out there participating in life. So we need to call right now.
And we've got some more people calling in with donations. Deb Tunit pledged a $100 donation. Hugino Vasquez with a $50 donation. So keep those donations coming. We've got about 15 to 10 minutes left, so call in. This is the time, 416-205-3300. Lindsay, what do you got?
Okay, so, hey, Unifor, guess what?
Guess what,
Hey, Unifor, guess what?
Guess what?
Hey, what? Okay, Keith Punchak from Unifor Local 900 has made a donation in the amount of $150. There we go. Thank you, Keith.
Got some donations here from Markham, Ontario, $25 from Margaret Bibby. We've got $25 from Catherine Harvey in Midland. Let's hear from you in Midland and Penetanguishene.
All right, so we only have 3 minutes left right now. We're at 8 days. I tell you what, let's do a bit of advertising here for you right now. When in the Gravenhurst area, go to Rumbo's Family Restaurant. Yes, Rumbo's Family Restaurant in Gravenhurst. They just gave us $100. So thank you very much. I'm willing to do an ad right now.
That's good eating. Okay, we have 2 donations here. This is from Dave Moffat. Dave gave us $100. Thank you, Dave, so much. And this is Dan Alushi, and Dan gave us $100 as well. Only a few more minutes to go, folks. Think about it. You have a latte probably once a day or something like that, right? Well, maybe take your time and put that money aside for Easter Seals kids. Lattes add up. Adds up to a great experience for these kids. Give us a call right now.
All right.
9 days. Just saying 9 days.
Okay, good to point out. 9 days. Nancy Graham has just called in, donating. Ready for this? Yeah. $300.
Okay, that's another day.
There we go. That's another day. Thank you, Nancy.
I love it. You know, who also donated was Lisa Story. She donated $100. Al Gottesman also donated a $10 pledge. Kev?
All right. Come on in, guys. Come on in. That's okay. That's all right. Come on in. Everybody is so eager to help out here right now. We want to remind you, we're going to keep going with this. You're setting the limit that we have right now. I tell you what, Ronan, come on over here, bud. This is my new best friend, Ronan. I tell you, this guy should be in commercials, and he should be in PR. What's that?
He's adorable.
He is adorable. You, sir, are adorable. All right, so here we go, because I want you to help be a spokesperson here for Easter Seals. All right? I'll get you a piece of pizza and everything if you want. I want you to look right in there and say, would you please call and help Easter Seals now?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to say? Please call.
Please call.
And help Easter Seals now.
Happy Seals now.
Yeah. And then blow them a kiss. Blow them a kiss. Go, ready to go. Mwah! Like that. All right, here we go. Keep calling. Come on, if that's not a reason to call. All right, go ahead, Tom.
We got Rocco. Oh, my heavens, that printing's terrible. But Rocco, thank you so much, $20. This is, oh, my heavens. Why do I get the spelling? The spelling is difficult. It's Elaine. That's Elaine. Elaine gave us $100. Elaine White. Thank you, Elaine. You get that one? Russia. You know who you are. $50. Thank you. This is Diana. That's a Diana. Sanita, $100. And this is Lisa Story, $100. Keep it going. This is great.
Okay, 20 more seconds. Come on.
Rhonda Miller, $25. Christina Sebastian, $25. Roberta Rokite, $100. And Gordana Mihailovic, Woodbridge, $200.
Okay, let's continue. We've got Kathleen Heaney with a $100 donation. Thank you very much. Monica Schaff, $50 donation. There you go.
We are at 14 days at camp. We're not going to stop. We are not going to stop. But come on in. You know what? Everybody, don't mums and dads. Everybody, come on in here. Get over it. I don't want anybody on the other side of the cameras. Come on in here. Cameras, lock off if you can. Come on in here. We want to thank everybody in this studio. We want to thank so many different groups and organizations that helped us to Just let kids be kids. And this is the Easter Seals family. And if you made a donation out there today, you're now a part of this family. So we want to thank you most of all for staying with us and for donating to Easter Seals, because what you're doing is you're allowing these kids not only to be kids, but you are preparing them for what's still to come later on in life. And there's some parents here. Where are the parents? Put up your hands. All right, so we've got parents here who thank you as well. I want you to feel good about what you did today. Shall we take a look at what our final total is right now, folks? Look up the board. Presenting our total for the Easter Seals 2016 Telethon, $3,200,000. It is amazing. Okay, keep reading those donations. Let's go, guys. Read those donations. Thank you, Ontario. Thank you from the bottom of our heart. Everybody blow them a kiss. Mwah. Let's keep adding it up. Do we have more there? Great stuff. Thank you guys. We're off the air. That was absolutely fantastic. One of the best telethons we've ever had.
Thank you very much, everyone, on behalf of all of Easter Seals and all of our crew that are here. This is Wayne, the director, inside, and Greg Manzik and Wayne Watson. Thank you very, very much for helping us out.